Good evening, Crown Confederation, and welcome back to Wizard101. Last we left off, we defeated the Harvest Lord and saved Susie Griffinbane from an untimely demise. And now we're going to get back into it. Now, to start off, I've finished training Constable George. He is now an adult black cat. He didn't get the talent I wanted, which is not vigilant. But I don't have the gold to breed with the hatchmaking kiosk. As you can see, I only have 12,000 gold, so all of this energy will be used for fishing. But for now, we're on to questing. So let's see what Duncan Grimwater and Susie Griffinbane have to ask of us.
Now that things are calming down, I hope to go back to investigating what brought me here in the first place. A massive surge of death magic. The Haunted Cave is a powerful nexus of death magic. It could be the source of all the undead troubles plaguing Wizard City. The rotting fodder and scarlet screamers kept me from reaching the cave before, but with your help, I think I can make it. The cave is across the river at the far end of Triton Avenue. Let's go investigate.
Alright, so we can help Duncan with the Haunted Cave. What does Susie need?
I'm glad to be free of the Harvest Lord. He said he was going to steal my soul. You stopped him before he could, but he needed some of my possessions to do the ritual. He sent his minions to bury my athame, spellbook, and spell deck in mystically resident places, whatever that means. I don't think I could find them, but maybe your pet could sniff them out. I really need to get my stuff back. Will you help me?
This quest requires you to have a pet and guide it to each goal. If you have a pet, equip it from the pet tab in your spellbook. With the pet equipped, you can control it directly. Click the pet button on the bottom left of the screen, then press the pet mode button. Playing as your pet will make certain items and objectives available that weren't before. But likewise, pets can't talk to most people or engage in wizard duel. You can play as your pet until its happiness runs out. Replenish happiness by feeding the pet snacks.
Well, I guess we can do that. Knock that out. There's a couple chests here. We can knock out this wooden one. Yeah, it's good to be back questing as this lovely death wizard. I have been playing this, but on other accounts to get progress made. And it's just a lot. Life gets very busy very quickly, and at the time of recording this, it's actually approaching Halloween. So as such, it has caused a lot of busyness around the house, getting everything ready for the Halloween fun times. All right, where was it? There's Duncan. Sniff him out. Now, normally you'd have to equip your pet, but I remember where they were buried, so I'm just going to fly there on the mount and then engage pet mode when I'm nearby. Save on happiness, considering poor Constable is very low. But he won't be for much longer, mostly because I'll be swapping him out for a new pet when I get the gold. Now, that doesn't mean I don't like you, Constable. It's just you didn't get up talent I needed. Which, speaking of, I need to name the Dark Pegasus as well. It's all about the human bonding thing, where we've got to name everything. Humans can bond with basically anything if we give it a name. Did another silver chest just spawn? Sweet. More gold and more spell elements. But, like, we always feel the need to give everything names, and I don't get it. Well, I do, in the sense that you have to have something to call, whether it be a pet or a child or something. You do have to identify it somehow, but, I mean, like storms, for example. Why do we name hurricanes human names instead of just... Ooh, that dropped many things. Why do we name hurricanes people names and not like fantasy names? They're just regular names. It's like, and 9 times out of 10, there's not a reason to do that because they destroy everything they touch, I believe. Okay, it's next door. We'll just keep walking with Constable. But like, we don't name tornadoes that. That's exclusively a hurricane thing. Tornadoes are just called, they're based on their category. Same thing with tsunamis and many different natural disasters. So why are hurricanes the special one? I didn't have any click dance. Why do hurricanes get human names where everything else just gets to be what they are? Like it's a category 6 earthquake. Why is it not earthquake Ethan or something? I never understood that. It's not something that makes sense to me. Is it, maybe it's because of the area where hurricanes happen? With it being the South, it's kind of a place that's less scientific per se. And that's not to deny anything the South have done, but the Deep South obviously
Thanks,
has its...
Wizard. It would have been hard to replace these. I hope I get to work with you again. Just under less apocalyptic circumstances.
You're welcome. But it obviously, there's stuff going on that's not pleasant. So Triton Report ends this. Let's go to the haunted cave and help Duncan with his original project. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff on my mind as I try and get through the holiday season. Stuff like that. I've actually been working a lot on stuff within my house. So I've been learning a lot more about home ec, quote unquote. Maybe not home ec, but home construction. I do need to fight one of you, so we'll do that in a second.
You made it! Good! I was right. The haunted cave is open again. It's been sealed for decades. This certainly explains all the undead. Who could have done this? Malistare helped cast the spells that sealed the cave so long ago. If only he were here. I'm sure he'd fix it. I know you think Malistare's behind this, but that's just impossible. Someone's impersonating him. And we need to find out who that is.
Someone's smoking that copium.
Those field guards, I can't beat them. But if you fight them, I can examine their auras. Maybe I can see who summoned them. Good luck.
Well, let's take them on then. Our storm. So, whoops. I was going to put some storm shields in because these guys can... These guys are pretty tough with 395 HP. That's pretty... that's a large health pool for this section of the game. So having some shields would definitely help mitigate that damage. It's a very slow start in Wizard City. My guy passes? Okay. I'm mostly just waiting for some better spells. Death does not get their AoE until level 48, but their single target damage is pretty good for a while. So it's definitely got its pros and cons. Death School is really the best, just in general. It's pretty good. Mostly because of the draining. Mostly because of the lifesteal. Means you can solo a lot of things. Although, I say, in terms of a lot of things, not anything like the super difficult bosses. I mean, you could, but that would take a ton of proper planning and stuff like that. But it's an MMO. The game's meant to be played with other people. I've never understood the people who, like, jump into an MMO or a PvP game, for example, and they're just like, I don't like playing with people. I'm like, then why are you here? there's many different games. Like, there's plenty of other things you could do. I don't see the need to subject yourself to a thing you don't enjoy. But too many people do because they're like, oh, you know, my friends are playing it. So I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta do what makes them happy. Which, I mean, is fine until you hit a point where it's like, okay, now we're playing nothing but what... okay, that's rude. Nothing but what you want to do. There's gotta be some checks and balances to stuff like that. That's why I kind of stick to my own lane. Like, yes, I do play Overwatch, but that's strictly a game I play by myself, unless other people join. I'm never pressuring people that says you want to hop on Overwatch, because, I mean, in the current state it's in, it's not great. Actually, at the time of recording, this is the start of Season 13, and it's not doing so hot, but I still play it just because I enjoy the gameplay, I enjoy the characters. I enjoy the majority of what it has to offer. Do I like that it's become mostly a pay-to-win fest? No. But, I mean, I'm sitting here playing Wizard101, which is basically pack gambling if you want to get the best stuff. So, who knows? Maybe I just like to shill money. I don't believe so. I believe I'm financially responsible. But who knows? The whole reason I did YouTube stuff was so I could start playing the games I buy. Or at least finish them, because I just get too busy and then I forget where I'm at. Although Wizard101's not the case there. That one's because of the Discord poll that everyone wanted to see this. So that's what I'm doing. Actually, it was Hollow Knight and Wizard101 that won the poll. It was Elder Scrolls and Sid Meier's that I added on to have extra days. And I know Fridays have been the sporadic kind of upload, but it's also... I had to find time for myself. And ultimately, this is a thing I'm just doing for myself. It's not like I'm trying to get famous or anything like that. I'm just here to relax, have some fun, play some games. Anyway, what's up, Duncan? I killed the things for you. You literally watched me. You could have helped me, you jerk, but whatever.
You did well fighting those field guards. They're even stronger than I thought. And I saw something dire in their auras. They're minions of Lord Nightshade, one of the darkest tyrants in history. He was sealed in this cave ages ago, but now he's free. There's a tower deep in Haunted Cave. Someone must have broken its seals and freed the Harvest Lord, Rattlebones, and Lord Nightshade. If we can get closer, I may be able to sense echoes of the ritual that opened the tower. Let's go!
Whatever you say, Duncan. I'm pretty sure I'm higher level than you. And I'm level 9, so that's saying something. That's another thing I'm excited for, is when I hit higher levels on this dude. Other side activities. Oh, excuse me. Other side activities open up, like gardening and the daily quests and stuff like that. And those give really good reagents. Or not reagents, just stuff in general. Alright, what'd you find?
This can't be! I can sense the portal and the spell that opened it. I'd recognize the magical resonance anywhere. Malistare! You were right. Malistare's alive. And he's turned on us all. He's trying to destroy Wizard City. But why? I've got to warn Malorn, or acting Professor Ashthorn, and then, I don't know. What can we do? What can any of us do?
Poor guy. He discovered his favorite teacher is actually evil. I'd feel bad if you weren't a jerk. Alright, Penny. I finished your assignment. You're welcome. I'm basically playing homework for you.
Hey, you're back! Can I see your notes? Undead weaknesses, life magic and soap, but they're resistant to blades, rocks, and rolled up newspapers. I had pretty similar results. Let's call this study successfully reproduced. I'll take it to Headmaster Ambrose right away. Thanks, Wizard. I wrote a letter to tell my parents that I arrived safely, but I haven't had a chance to send it. What with all the not arriving safely, which is okay. It gave me a chance to add some stuff about Malistare. He was my parents' favorite professor and an old family friend.
Why is everyone so nice about Malistare? He's evil. He was clearly evil.
Did you know he once drained all the life force out of a troll to regrow a limb, then raised the troll to fight an ogre and save some students?
This is not the same Malistare. There has to be a doppelganger Malistare.
He was a hero. My whole life I wanted to be just like him. I can't believe what he's doing now. I wish I just knew why. Anyway, sorry. Would you mind taking my letter to Prospector Zeke and ask him to deliver it next time he's in Marleybone?
Yeah. Why Zeke? I guess he is an explorer. That's his kind of his job. What's up, Zeke?
Why, sure, youngin'. I'd be downright tickled to deliver that letter. I run a sort of postal service to fund my many wanderings through the spiral. Say, now that I think of it, I just came back from Marleybone. Got a package for, one Miss Penny Dreadful. You know what? How's about I trade you the package for the letter? You take yours to Miss Penny, and I'll take mine to her parents. Off you go now.
Well, how convenient. That worked out perfectly. And she's gone.
The more I think about Malistare, the more it doesn't make any sense. Why would someone so good suddenly turn so bad? I just wish I could ask him. If I could find him, maybe he'd tell me. I know he used to live in the dark cave before it was sealed. Maybe he's hiding out there now. I'll leave my spellbook here, just in case I'm wrong, so my new friend can come help me.
Bold strategy there, Cotton. You're assuming that I'm a snooper who'd read through your spellbook, which is kind of rude to assume I'm that way. Penny. Whatever. Let's report back to Triton Avenue and tell him that it's a problem solved and move on to the second of the 3 streets, which will probably be Cyclops Lane.
Triton Avenue's not going to explode? Well, I should hope not. Sounds like things are getting sorted out. What a relief. Thanks, Wizard.
Perfect. Yeah, let's do a good day to Cyclops, because I know Firecat Alley can be deadly due to it having 2 bosses instead of 1. I know I popped in here for fishing, so Nolan already talked to us, so let's talk to him now.
There. Much better. Hopefully you're more useful than my other assistants. Lazy layabouts just run off.
I'm already not a fan of you, and I talked to you for 3 seconds.
My fellow students and I came to confirm the successful thwarting of the Cyclops Rebellion. But there's a problem. The thwarting was unsuccessful, which should be impossible. Professor Drake handled this problem as any conjurer would. He summoned trolls and minotaurs to deal with it for him. But these lumbering trolls and minotaur warhorns don't seem to be working. They're just wandering around in circles. We could report that to Professor Drake, but I see a spark of ambition in you. Let's knock the sense back into these beasts ourselves, yes? That will certainly earn us some extra credit. You go battle trolls and I'll handle the warhorns.
Okay. At least he's offering to help. I don't know if he's actually going to. Here's the smith, by the way. I don't know if he's actually going to help, but he certainly will at least try. Alright, let's grab these quests from the guards as well.
I don't care for these trolls. They keep making horribly mean, often inscrutable and poorly structured comments to strangers. For no reason, just to pick fights. They're making the whole community of Cyclops Lane really angry and toxic. Can you go teach these trolls some proper community etiquette?
You're one to talk, sir, about speaking eloquently based on your accent.
Hey there, Wizard. I see you've been helping out. Mighty grateful we are. Emerson and I have to stay around here to protect Nolan. Yes, but don't tell the boy I said that. Anyway, it means I haven't been able to go visit the armorer Rand Tamor to get my uniform patched up. If you see him out in the street, mind asking him to lend me a hand? Thanks.
Fine. I'm just an errand boy. I guess is understandable. I'm level 9. I'm barely a good enough wizard. What's up, Rand? We got broken armor for you.
Sweeney needs new armor again? You know those guard suits are designed to last 100 years. Somehow, that guy goes through them every month. First time, okay, he jumped down a dragon's throat to rescue a student. Understandably causes some wear and tear. But the 8th or 9th time, let's see if we can't make him something a little sturdier. I hear the armor of the skeletal warrior sealed in the dark cave is enchanted. And the suit coats of the rotting fodder are also pretty special. Defeat the skeletal warriors and rotting fodder, and bring back what you find.
Well, let's do that, so we can go find Penny, who's also in the dark cave. I understand the skeletal warrior's armor, but I guess, what is the suit coat for? Is that like the inside of the armor? The comfy part? Well, I say comfy. I don't think wearing armor is very comfy. Just in general. Of course, this place was sealed away. But now it's not. Probably the work of Mr. Malley. And there's Penny. Perfect. Why'd you come to... Well, I know why, but you could have warned me.
Hey, Wizard. I see you found my spell book. No, I didn't talk to Malistare. I should have known he'd be too smart to come here. Could be worse, I guess. At least I have these thorough reports on undead battle tactics, so I can handle the things in this cave. Huh? Oh, my parents sent me a package. You're right. Maybe it will cheer me up. Let's see. Oh, wow, pet snacks. That'd be great if I had a pet. Tell you what, Wizard, you've been amazing ever since we met. Why don't you take these snacks? Just a small token to say how much everything you've done has meant to me.
Thanks, Penny. 2 gummy bees. They actually sound not bad. Well, let's take down the rotting fodder for your suit coat. I could just summon one, couldn't I? I could summon a rotting fire. Just take the suit coat and send him back, right? Is that how that works? Granted, I think Myth is the only one that actually, like, summons. But Malistare summoned all this undead. But it's not really summoning when it's, undead. It's more reviving. Necromancying. No suit coat! Okay. Well, here we go. Here we go with the MMO chance to grab something thing. I guess I smacked it a bit too hard with my ghoul. And ruined it. Whatever. I'll get it. Usually the defeat and collect quests aren't even that difficult. Except for a couple I can think of. There are the centipede things in a world in Arc 2, end of Arc 2, that are really notorious for not dropping anything. And they also had really powerful spells, so it made it really not fun. And then there... Really? Okay. And then there's these people in a side world that don't drop stuff very often. Usually a drop rate isn't that bad, but apparently I'm just not getting lucky. Which is strange because I usually get lucky in this game. So many times have I been running into situations where I'm like, I'll never get this, and the game just hands it to me. And there's nothing I can do. Not that I'm complaining, of course, but... See, look, just take the suit coat off that guy, and then send him back to the grave. He doesn't need it where he's going. There we go. Third time's the charm. Now for the skeletal warrior. Let's see if I can grab the health wisp first. Nice. I need your armor. Should be more sturdy. So I don't see it being as bad. I don't see it breaking. At least it shouldn't break. I do need both though, because you are extra armored up, so you have more health. Another critique of the game is the school identity is a bit weird. But this is the very beginning of the game, so they can't really just hit you with a bunch of ice beetles over and over and over and over and over again. They want the spells to have variety. So, they know some spells that aren't in their school. It's like second and third world that it gets bad. And I did not. Okay. We're really being difficult today, aren't we? Really being like that, hmm? Someone's fighting one next to me. I just need a suit of armor. Is there so much to ask? Good boy. Oh yeah, there's a thing I could do. Let's show off the death assist. Since if I ghoul with a blade and then the pet assist that should kill, never mind, I have to actually cast the spell. But we can see the death assist. Black cat in the spirit of Halloween. It also does eat my blade, which is why most people don't like using the assists. Because it uses your buffs, your traps, all of that. Thankfully, going first in this game is really powerful, so I can just heal right back up. He lived. This man is so tough. And he fizzled. He lived with 3 HP. Prepare to be smacked by some life. Aha. Get a piece of cheese broccoli, but no armor. I don't want to impede on this guy's duel. I'll come over here and do my own. This is going to be third time's the charm? Should. Hopefully. They're also never too crazy, the defeat and collect quests. I know that, that in other MMOs, it's like, defeat 500 of this enemy. And then you'll progress the quest to another defeat 20 or 200 of this enemy. Toontown is the one that's notorious for this, where it's like, defeat 500 of this one robot. It's like, okay. Doesn't really amount to gameplay, but sure. There we go, third time's the charm for both ones. Now we can head back. I forget what these bubbles are for. Don't know what the bubbles are. But I'm sure it'll be explained in either a side quest or the story quest. And then that will be very helpful. I could fight the trolls while I'm here, actually. That's not a bad idea. Let's take them out. That way we can turn in everything at once. How do these other creatures know magic and spells like we do? Like, you're just a troll that was summoned by Cyrus to deal with this. So, how do you know magic? Is it a part of, like, a spellcaster's innate magical ability transfers to the creatures it summons? Or do they just know magic? Is magic just that common thing around here? That everyone kind of knows magic? I'm not sure. I demand answers, Wizard101. Surely you will go in depth with your magic system. I mean, it does. In terms of the gameplay, but in terms of the lore and to why and how, no. That one's a hard no. At least I don't think. I haven't finished the game officially. That has not been something that I have done. We're getting close. But not close enough. I think I made it almost to the end of Arc 3, but there's a boss that's holding me up. So I just haven't done it. Which, I mean, I could if I wanted to sit in a team up for 500 years. But I also enjoy side questing. So and most people don't side quest in this game. Perfect. Now I can go turn in everything at once.
You're not as easy to capture as other students were. Now General Achilles let trolls go hungry.
Oh no, I don't want the trolls to go hungry. Whoops. Anyway, we taught them proper etiquette in speaking.
Oi! One of the trolls came up to me and apologised for being so mean and saying me spear looks like a cheap fireplace poker.
But it does, though.
Hopefully, the trolls will be back under Professor Drake's control soon. In the meantime, though, at least they're being civilized.
That is nice. Alright, Nolan, what'd you gather from that?
What? The trolls summoned to defeat the Cyclopses have joined up with them and captured my student assistants? What did you do?
I just beat them up.
Never mind, never mind. This is no time for recriminations. That will come later. Now we must figure out how this happened. Myth minions cannot just turn on their masters. It's against their code of honor, or laws of physics, or whatever. There's something strange afoot.
Okay, you clearly did not pay attention in myth class.
I think our best course of action is to tell a grown-up. Report the situation to Professor Drake, while I remain and bravely hold the line.
Indeed.
Make sure to mention that I'm still here, bravely holding the line while the other students are busy talking and getting captured.
You can get to Ravenwood and back quickly by pressing the mark button to set your location. Give it a try. Use the Return to Commons button to get back to the Commons, and then then head to Ravenwood.
No. The best thing to do is to tell a grown-up, and that grown-up is Cyrus? Oh, boy.
Ah, excellent. I can rework the enchanted metal of that armor into something even Sweeney can't break. And a lining made from those coats will provide a superior fit and comfort for the guard on the go. And done. Easy work when you have the right materials. Go take this armor to Private Sweeney. Tell him if he ruins this set, he needs to stop turning down all those promotions and take a desk job.
Interesting. What kind of desk job do you get when you're a magical guard? What's the desk job? Like, street manager? He just deals with payroll?
Hey, Rand said I should take a desk job. Oh, no, that ain't me. I'm a man of action, I am. And now, thanks to you, I'm dressed for the part. Thanks, Wizard.
No problem. It's actually not scratched. That's pretty cool. It actually changes dynamically. Well, that's all the side quests for... Yep, that's all the side quests in this area. So we've got to go talk to Cyrus. Ugh. So I can mark the location, and then we can do that next time. So thanks everyone so much for watching. Be sure to do everything to appease the YouTube algorithm, the like, the comments, the subscribing, all that good stuff. Also remember that the Crowned Army Discord is in the description, where you can come chat with me as well as fellow Crowned Army members. But that's about it for me, so always remember, stay crowned.